Logan Paul's billion-dollar clout beverage, Prime Hydration, has officially spiraled from viral sensation to financial disaster, landing just shy of full-blown bankruptcy. Once hailed as the holy grail of drinks for middle school hypebeasts and gym brothers who never actually lift, Prime is collapsing faster than Logan Paul's credibility post-apology tour. We're talking catastrophic numbers. A staggering 92% drop in global revenue, $77 million in lawsuits, and a brand that went from cockily threatening to dethrone Gatorade to desperately begging consumers to take just one more sip. And if you thought Logan was finished collecting lawsuits like they were rare Pac-Man, think again. On top of the Prime collapse, he's still knee-deep in the CryptoZoo scandal, where CoffeeZilla exposed his NFT grift, and now Logan's trying to lawyer up and sue his way out like the ultimate crypto cowboy. But let's start with the Prime disaster, the downfall that, in hindsight, everyone saw coming. The numbers alone are a horror story. In the UK, Prime's revenue plunged from £122 million in 2023 to just £33 million in 2024, a brutal 70% decline. Their net profit slashed 91.6%, falling from £3.7 million to a paltry £312,000. That's like going from Drake money to DoorDash tips in 12 months. In the US, things weren't much better, with sales diving another 40%. All in all, Prime's global revenue is down 92%? That's not just a red flag, it's a full-blown funeral procession. And this wasn't a slow leak. It was a full Titanic nosedive. One day Prime was flying off shelves, and the next, it was being used as a cleaning solution in school janitor closets. So what happened? The answer is simple. Clout isn't a business model. No matter how many boxing matches Logan fake wins, or how often he screams in YouTube thumbnails, none of it can save a drink that tastes like melted Jolly Ranchers marinated in disappointment. As Design Rush perfectly summarized, Prime scaled on hype, not on customer loyalty. And when a brand relies solely on attention, it's destined to crumble the second that attention fades. Logan Paul built Prime on TikTok trends and preteens worshipping influencer nectar. But once the hype train slowed down and people actually tasted the product, yeah, it didn't go well. Consumers ran back to their favorite energy drinks because Prime, honestly, just isn't good. Let's break it down further. Repeat customers vanished once the novelty wore off. Sure, the bottle looked like it belonged in a Fortnite loot crate, but that only carried it so far. Even Logan's own fans admitted that Prime tastes like Skittles having a midlife crisis. Spending per purchase dropped. Retailers began pulling back on restocking because no one was buying. And you can't sell what nobody wants. If Prime is sitting on shelves longer than Logan Paul's apology tweets, the business is in real trouble. As for new customer growth, flatlined. Beyond Logan's and Kai Cenat's social media posts, there's been zero effective marketing. When's the last time you saw a real Prime commercial? A billboard, a bus ad? Their entire marketing strategy seemed to be hope Logan posts another shirtless pic with the bottle. Taste reviews were equally savage. Online users compared Prime to everything from expired perfume to cough syrup to grandma's fruit salad, left in the sun. That's not hydration, it's a potential biohazard. But the taste issues weren't the only problem. Prime is now facing a mountain of lawsuits, and the legal bills are stacking up like Logan's abandoned projects. Let's run through the litigation lineup like a legal UFC match. First up, Refresco vs. Prime, $67 million. Refresco was one of Prime's manufacturing partners. They claim Logan promised to purchase a set amount of product over 3 years, then ghosted when sales tanked. Now they're suing for more than Prime made all year. Then there's Agrana vs. Prime for $13 million. Agrana provided ingredients, but says Prime didn't pay. Prime shot back, claiming the ingredients didn't meet quality standards. But regardless of who's right, it's a PR nightmare. Then there's the PFAS lawsuit, worth around $5 million, accusing Prime's grape flavor of containing PFAS, aka forever chemicals, which the EPA strictly limits in drinking water. Parents are suing, saying Prime is essentially toxic juice aimed at kids. Prime responded with a dismissive "nah," but the case is still alive. Then there's the high caffeine class action lawsuit worth between $5 and $10 million. U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer even asked the FDA to investigate, stating that Prime Energy contains the caffeine equivalent of 6 cans of Coca-Cola and is being marketed to literal children. While Prime Energy is labeled 18+, the branding is nearly identical to Prime Hydration, causing confusion among consumers, especially kids. Another lawsuit from New York alleges that Prime intentionally understated caffeine levels on its labels, with some cans allegedly containing more than the stated 200 milligrams. For a drink consumed by Fortnite-addicted tweens, that's a ticking health time bomb. Lastly, there's the Olympics lawsuit, which was settled for between $1 and $3 million. Logan and KSI released limited edition Kevin Durant Team USA bottles without permission from the U.S. Olympic Committee. Lawsuit filed, settled quietly, and based on Logan's radio silence, they definitely lost, so let's tally it all up. Refresco, $67 million. Agrana, $13 million. PFAS and caffeine lawsuits, $10 million combined. Olympic lawsuit, $2 million. That's roughly $92 million in legal damage. And Prime's net profit for 2024? A measly $430,000. That's not even enough for one of Logan's fake Rolexes. At this point, Prime has two options: rebrand and rehype with a new wave of influencers who actually like the product, or sell the company to a bigger beverage conglomerate. But realistically, who's buying a company drowning in lawsuits? Flogging chemically flavored grape juice with caffeine levels fit for a rave DJ. Nobody's touching that brand with a 10-foot sippy straw. Logan tried to clean up the mess by playing hydration scientist. He posted videos from production facilities showing off FDA regulations, third-party testing, and world-class chemists. Basically, trust me, bro energy. But the lawsuits kept coming, sales kept tanking, and public trust stayed 6 feet under. You can dress it up in all the white lab coats you want, this isn't a lab issue. It's a Logan Paul issue. And speaking of Logan, let's not forget the CryptoZoo fiasco. If Prime was Logan's clout-fueled cash grab, then CryptoZoo was his magnum opus rug pull. He hyped it as the future of NFTs, a game where you could hatch animals and earn real money. But the second people bought in, it disappeared. Over $6 million was invested by everyday fans, and the game was never finished. Logan promised refunds, then went silent. Now, he's facing heat from both the SEC and FBI. His latest move: suing CoffeeZilla for exposing him, because apparently transparency is a threat now. So that's the full Logan Paul saga. Prime Energy has officially tanked, the hype is dead, lawsuits are piling up, and his NFT scheme is still haunting him like a crypto ghost. At first, it was just annoying, but now it's becoming impossible to ignore. Kids once lined up to buy Prime off shelves, but now those shelves are fully stocked and untouched. Meanwhile, Logan keeps scamming fans with shady ventures like CryptoZoo. So what do you think? Is Prime officially dead, or can it somehow be revived? And what's your verdict on Logan, misguided influencer or manipulative grifter? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and I'll catch you in the next recap.